Hello, everyone listening, and welcome back to Season 2 of the Slightly Mighty podcast. Happy to be talking with you once again. I didn't plan for the break to go quite as long as it did, but there's been a whole lot going on in my life that I needed to look after. But that's all in the past, and here we are. Just like last year, I will be releasing shows every 2 weeks, so please subscribe or hit whatever notification buttons you are most comfortable with so that you'll know when they drop. We need to start the show with a tiny bit of housekeeping. There's been a few changes you'll notice, the first being that I wrote a new theme song. The song was written for a new band I'm in called Skeletons in Jail, and I'll be using 2 excerpts from a recording we self-produced for the intro and outro themes for this season. You can hear the complete recording, which is called The Vine, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. Please look us up on Instagram for more information as we put this new project together. Maybe we'll get them on the show to talk about that process later this year. Slightly Mighty Podcast will also be recording completely on location this year. It just makes booking each interview so much easier and allows me to better accommodate schedules and meet the preferences of my guests. However, if you're on James Island, go to Maybank Public House and say hello to Drew Madden for us. He really jumped in and helped us last year. So vital to have had that kind of help right from the start. You might also notice that I've tried to loosen up the interviews a bit more than before. I'm sure the results will be varied, but I feel that the show needs to breathe a bit more and just follow its own path more in general. So don't be afraid to give me some critiques. If you think it's a train wreck, I won't be hurt. I promise. I also want to say thanks to each of you for listening and making this a worthwhile experience so far. Big thanks to everyone who shared the Slightly Mighty podcast or who took the time to send me some comments. Huge shout outs to my bass brothers, Alan Schmidt and Mason Pitts, who have offered tons of help and great ideas that I've used in both seasons of the show. I hope to collaborate more with these guys going forwards. Thanks to Hans Wenzel for lots of great interview suggestions that I'm currently researching. Also, thanks to Zach Quillen for his always solid support and for always being so easy to brainstorm with over a few beers. Thanks to my wife, Amanda, who supports all of my obsessive diversions and interests with grace and infinite love. And lastly, and mostly, thanks to all the artists who have volunteered their time and energy towards making this idea into a reality. So let's get on with the show. My first guest this season is local musician Nick Brewer. You probably know Nick as a great and go-to keys player here in town, but what you might not know is that he's also a very talented multi-instrumentalist and songwriter. As soon as I decided to go ahead with Season 2, I knew Nick had to be the first guest. We conducted 2 interviews in total. The first one over the phone did not sound great. The recording was plagued with static, hissing, dropouts, just a bunch of stuff that I missed as we talked. It's kind of hard to interview someone and play the producer role, and it's just too much. So as I recorded the next 9 interviews, I tried again and again to save the interview with all available editing tricks that I have, but it just wasn't meant to be. So we decided to meet again and record it in person, and I hope that you all enjoy our efforts. And now, Nick Brewer. Welcome back to the show, Nick, for the second time in one season.
Okay.
For those of us listening to this conversation, we started the season and elected to do this over the phone, and we didn't feel that the recording quality was good enough, so we're here doing it again. Thanks for taking even more time out of your schedule to talk with us today, buddy.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to say that you fired me after the first interview. How did I get fired on an interview, bro? Like, God, honestly, I didn't even get the job. I got fired.
Yeah, and it was on the phone.
Yeah. Hung up on me.
So, dude,
thank you for having me back.
Of course, man, of course. So let's jump back in. I know we talked about some of these questions before, but I still want to get there. So, you know,
all right.
Tell us where you're from. Can you tell us your story about growing up? Self-described Army brat.
Yeah.
What was that like moving around so much, and how did that influence you? Do you think?
Oh, it's good and terrible. Army brat is I was born here in Charleston, but this is the first time I've been here for 7 years now. This is the first time I lived here. But like I was born here, we immediately moved to North Carolina, and then we were stationed in Germany, and then Japan, and then back to DC, then to Fayetteville, or just in Maryland. So I got like a little bit like I grew up around the world, you know what I mean, and around the States, and then, you know what I mean, in Europe and in Asia, and different things, and that was cool. That's why the good came from, because I got like a world view and different people of the South and the North in the country. And then, but one of the worst things is I can't stay anywhere. Like my relationships, I always quit jobs. I always be in bands for 2 or 3 years, and then I get bored and I leave. Every girlfriend I ever dated was like last 2-3 years, and I would get bored and self-sabotage.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And it was just like a way of life for me. Like 2-3 years, it's like I got to move on to something else.
You get traveling in your bones.
Yeah, which is weird.
Where were some of your favorite places growing up? Like some of them really stood
Stuttgart,
out to you?
Germany. I
Oh,
graduated high school, and that was super cool because that's where I really like got into the bars. Because like it was 16 to go there and go to
cool.
bars, and so like, and I on 12th grade I only had like a half a day because I had so many credits. So like a couple of my friends were like that, and we would finish, and like around lunch we would go downtown and like booze.
What was drinking culture like in Stuttgart?
It's super fun and very open. Very open. Like I know how to order my beer and whiskey, and in German I knew where the German street food, the Turkish street food was. Didn't get into too many fights.
Well, that's good.
You know what I mean?
What about the music scene there? I mean, you were a young guy.
I wasn't really like, I wasn't out there like that. I played like music like with my friends and stuff, but like
What was the scene like there, though? I mean, was it like a lot of bands from America coming through, or just like locals?
I didn't see any of that kind of stuff. The only kind of American stuff that I saw were like military guys that were like playing like jazz, like on the clubs, off base.
Right.
You know, but they were GIs. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. I didn't see any really German culture of like jazz or whatever or any of that. But I would go see their shows and hang out and sit in with those bands when I was like 17, 18. But oh yeah, and then man, I got so many German stories that are crazy. I don't know if this is going to be good for this though. It might be like bad for me.
Well, you could say it or not, man. I mean, you know, whatever you want to say.
I got some stories, man.
Give me a story.
I'll tell you one time I went to this, I was seeing this girl. She's Czechoslovakian. I was 17. She was 26.
Ooh.
Red hair, bro.
Uh-oh.
And I was at one of the GI shows where it's like 19-year-old, 20-year-old like GIs playing jazz. And I went there, and my buddy came, and he's like, "Yo, Linda's here." I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" And he's like, "She's in the hotel lobby." I was like, "Okay, she got a secret for you." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I go there. She's got 2 glasses of champagne by the piano, and I'm playing the piano for her, and she's like, "I got a secret." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You got a dog? You get a cat?" Whatever. And I'm drinking the champagne, bro, and I almost swallowed the ring. And she got on her knee and was like, "Will you marry me?" I was like, "What?" And I didn't know anything. And I was like, "Oh."
She was 26.
She was 26, and I hadn't turned 18 yet. And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, cool, yeah, whatever. Let's
Things
get
are different
married."
in Germany, man.
Yeah. Oh man, it was crazy. And then I avoided her for the next couple of days. And this was before like cell phones. This was like late 90s. She kept blowing up the house, and my mom called my friend's house and was like, "I need you to come home and talk to this girl because she keeps calling the house every hour.
Yeah.
Get it handled."
Yeah, I had a similar conversation with my mom one time.
Oh, yeah, bro. And it's like, you
cross
got to go deal with it now.
When mom's like,
yeah.
Get this fixed.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I ain't going to have a happy home. It ain't going to be peaceful for me unless I get to handle this. And I got her, and then it was just like, man, she was just crying, and I was trying to give her the ring back, and I was like, yeah, I had already got accepted to Berkeley, and like, man, she just wrote me letters every day, and I was just like, gosh, man, like, I'm probably never gonna come see you again. Like, this is crazy. But breaking that girl's heart was sad for me because I really liked her, but it was sad.
You think about her a lot?
No, but every once in a, not a lot, but every once in a while, it'll pop up and I'll feel that sadness again. Yeah. And be like, I feel sad for her.
Yeah. She
was gold digging. She was trying to get in America, bro. I was her last hope. You know what I mean? She's trying to trick me.
I think everybody was getting something out of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, man, I'm not bringing you to college. College is where I'm going to go explore like relationships. You know?
Well, yeah,
I'm bringing sand to the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this, man. So let's back up a little bit more too. Where do we get started with music? Like, did you just pick up a piano first, or who got you into it in the first place?
I didn't want to do music. My older brother I wanted to be a scientist. My older brother, this is probably like I was 11. My older brother wanted piano lessons. He's a year older. And my mother asked me, do I want to go take him too? And it was just a shrug. I was like, I don't care, whatever, yeah. And he quit, and eventually, I found my spot in my way in the world. Right. I knew where I was going to exist for forever now. You know what I mean? Like, I had a self-discovery.
So you weren't really expecting it?
I wasn't looking for it. It was like serendipitous. It came and found me, bro. Like, it was like meant to be. Like,
okay.
And
how old was you?
I owe my career to my older brother.
How old was you?
Huh?
How old were you?
I was 11.
11. Okay. So let's get back to our timeline here. You come back from Germany.
Yeah.
And you are already enrolled in Berkeley.
Yes.
Let's hear about Berkeley.
Oh, yeah. I was a delinquent. On
was
brand.
You a delinquent first, or when you got?
Nah, that's just how I was wired. I'm a punk rock kid.
Nice.
Like, I'll tell you this. Like, I lived in the Mass Ave dorm, and I got written up so many times for being disruptive. And the last time they put me on, like, some list that was like, you got one more time and you're off. And it was because I threw a pumpkin out the window. I lived on the 9th floor. I threw a pumpkin. I was like, yo, I love the Smashing Pumpkins. It's October. I'm about to smash a pumpkin. And I threw one out the window and smashed a pumpkin. And the only reason they caught me is the dean told me, she was like, yo, your bedroom window is the only one that doesn't have the screen on it. I never put the screen back. I caught myself stupid. And I was like, how you know it was me? She's like, you're the one.
But honestly, though, man, fucking throwing a pumpkin out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not that big of a deal.
I know. It's
it could be worse. Like, let you go do something.
It didn't hurt anybody. I didn't hit anybody.
That's kind of I think
and
we've all done that.
And it was like Halloween, and I was listening to Smashing Pumpkins. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm going to smash a pumpkin. But that was like 1 of 20 write-ups. And
so you weren't getting along well with the structure of the place.
Yeah, and the school, and I dropped out on the second semester. On the second semester, I called my dad. He was still in Germany, or my parents, and I was like, listen, I had gone to class. I was majoring in songwriting, and the dean of songwriting was teaching my songwriting class and my lyric writing class. And I think we were talking about this. John Mayer and I started at the same time. John Mayer was in both classes with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he sat at the front of the class, and I sat at the back of the class, and and the dean taught both classes. I hated him.
You hated John Mayer?
No, not John Mayer.
Oh.
But John Mayer's, I got another story about him too. But
okay,
he's legit who he is. How he presents himself to the public or the world or whatever. He's really like that in real life. Like, he's really a crooner and like a nice guy. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
Real nice, kind of romantic kind of guy.
Right,
He's like that. But like, anyway, the dean was teaching the class. He flew in this guy from LA. This is when LA record companies were still like had songwriters that worked at the label and weren't trying to be artists.
Right.
And this guy was just like a slimy guy, bro. Like, you could tell it was just like, something's off with you, dude, bro. Like, you're like stealing songs or something. You're just something negative. It was just a very negative vibe about him. And he's just talking about, he's like, do you want to do your art from your mansion, or do you want to do your art, or eat a can of beans and do your art? Or he said, do you want to sell out and write a pop song and then do your art from your mansion, or do you want to eat a can of beans and do your art? And I was like, what kind of question is that? And especially being 18, I was super, like, my integrity was like super high. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, no, man. Like, I was like, and he and I started arguing immediately.
Right.
And lo and behold, John Mayer's writing this down like it's gospel. You know what I mean? Because that's literally how he came out, bro.
So John Mayer was
first,
like, great idea.
Yes, his
Same
first
lesson.
album, I want to run through the halls of my high school.
Yeah.
And then he did Gravity and stuff from his mansion.
Great song.
He took it literally, bro.
Yeah, it's a good song. You know, honestly, I've always kind of wondered about him because it's like I don't really follow his career too much, I ain't gonna lie. But like he started off like dating the models and doing all that. And these days he's like playing in the Grateful Dead and doing some good shit.
Doing what he really what he likes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he did what he didn't want to do what he wants to do. That's not the way I saw it. I just saw it as I'm not compromising. I was super punk rock kid. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like I'm not compromising. I'm doing my art. What are you telling me? And the dean over here is co-signing this, bruh. And we fought all semester. Like halfway through, I called my dad. And I was like, those discussions were the reason that I dropped out. I called him. I was like, I'm leaving this school, and he's like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. And he's like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I am. And I hung up on him, and we didn't talk for like 2-3 years after that. And like. Then I just went and started playing in bands around Boston. And, like, that was my first year at Berkeley. I went back again, but I dropped out twice.
So what were you listening to back then?
In that time, I was Smashing Pumpkins. Right. Radiohead had put out OK Computer. I was killing OK Computer. I was listening I was listening to a lot of Zeppelin. I was listening to...
this is kind of like your post-punk phase.
Yeah. Right. I was listening to, like... Soundgarden had put out Down on the Upside. So, like, I was crushing Super Unknown and Bad Motorfinger before.
Right.
Those were, like, my Bibles. But then, like...
The first song I ever played in front of an audience was Jesus Christ Pose.
Oh, yeah. That's a song, bro. Like, but man, it's Sonic. Yeah. It's Sonic. And I love that.
That was so fun. It hooked me on music forever after that.
Yeah, right on. Man, right on. Kim Thale, bro. Like, I wanted to be him. Guitar player.
Yeah.
I wanted to be him. That's a lot of my style of my guitar playing is he's my influence. One of my main influences. But you know what I mean? Like just cool kid stuff. Listening to cool kid stuff and whatever. Some Mos Def or whatever. Or he was in like what was the one?
Black Star.
Yeah, Black Star.
Talib Kweli. Yeah. That was good shit. That's like one of the best rap albums I've ever listened to.
Yeah.
So we were talking before you discovered the 4-track, and you've got one laying here in your floor of your house. It's a vintage
Tascam
4-track, right? That was the. If you had one of those back in the day, you were in there, man.
Yeah, you were a rich kid.
Yeah, you were a rich kid.
Yeah.
So what did that do for you?
Tell
us about your introduction to the 4-track.
Let me tell you. Oh, that was another reason why I dropped out of Berkeley, because my roommate at Berkeley. I quit this semester, my second semester, in the middle of the semester, but I still lived in the dorm. But I just stopped. When I called my dad, I just told him I'm not going to school anymore. But I still lived in the dorm.
Right.
And so like, and it was funny because like I would go to the cafeteria in my pajamas and hang out with my friends, and then go back to the room. And my roommate had 4-track. And he showed me how to use it, and I was like, my major was songwriting, so I had 1,000 songs, and he showed me how to use it. He's like, you could put all of this, and this is how you bounce songs down. This is how you can. So I'm a 4-track wizard, bro. I know how to do 3 tracks. I would do my first track would be like scratch guitar, and then a bass, and then like one mic over drums, and then I'm playing everything on these, and then I will go back and retrack. After I laid the drums down, I'd retrack the scratch guitar, so it's rhythm, bass, drums, and then I bounce all 3 of those down to the last 4-track that opens up the other 3 tracks, and I will lay down a lead guitar and a keyboard, and then I bounce those 3 down to the first track, and then I got vocal and 2 harmonies.
So was this also a time for you to like really get good at those other instruments?
Yeah.
I mean, you were really practicing.
Man.
You're playing these songs over and over again.
So, like, I was living in the dorm just recording songs in one of the rooms, like soundproof rooms. Like,
nice.
Because they had rooms that had drum kits and guitars and keyboards in them.
Right,
you could just go in there.
So you were just making use of your time there.
Yeah. I was really getting the education, like the real education. Yeah. But, like, I was just making songs, and I got all those tapes. I got one of those tapes is the very first song on there. Man, I wish I could play that for you. I should have dialed that up. I got a tape on there. I'll see if we have time. I'll see if I can play it for you. Run it through the speaker.
Yeah, of course.
It's it's the first one, and I just go. It got me. When you hear it,
okay.
I got hooked immediately to this thing. So like I lived in a dorm. I just wrote on that 4-track, and now I'm a.
Well, we're gonna have to hear that shit, man.
Yeah. 4-track wizard, bro.
Yeah, I want to hear it now. Actually.
Yeah.
You want to hear it now?
Yeah. I can hook it up.
Well, let's take a break. What is the name of the song?
What's the name of the song? Track 1. I don't know. I can't remember.
So track 1 this is the first song you've written on
that 4-track.
All right.
And the funny thing is, the song is about me. It's really like telling my dad, I don't care. I'm about to do what I want to do.
Okay.
That's.
Let's check out a little bit of it. Here it is, the aptly named track 1.
So why should I care? I've shared all my secrets, and there ain't more that I can do. Why should I fight for what's left in you? It's time.
And we're back. So I'm lucky enough to perform on stage with you. One thing that I admire is your flow state. At what point did this space kind of open up to you, and how do you access this space seemingly at will?
I like that. Thank you. I am a conduit, bro. Like this. Okay, what you're saying is a very deep thing, but it's also calculated and a earned thing. That place comes from being hurt and winning and losing and crying and being vulnerable. I think it's the most vulnerable, but to everything, vulnerable to good stuff, vulnerable to negative stuff, like losing at life, losing someone, a breakup, or actually getting the win for the first time. You know what I mean? Like the excitement of getting a win. That opens when you have a history of that, or you keep those moments close to you, it's easy to tap into that now. I can tap into that feeling, and that feeling lets me be able to translate emotion, I think, that in a way that connects with an audience. Deeper than I think cats that are in this for a different reason. I think I'm really in it for the art and the connection with community and audience, connection with the audience. Because if we all go on that journey, it just strengthens the journey and makes it a way deeper experience than just going by. Like I could go by myself and just put on my favorite albums and go there myself, or I could just sit at the piano or on a guitar and go there myself and be, because if I need to like express myself and go in there, because I need to touch that.
You do a lot of solo shows too, right?
Yeah.
And you do that. I've never seen one of your solos.
I'm taking the whole place with me on the solo show too, man. Like,
so this is an emotional place.
Yes, it's very emotional, highly emotional, and but not in a negative sense.
Right.
Just more being aware of a human existence. You know what I mean? A commonality that we can all share. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be negative, but sometimes the sad songs are sadder.
Well, yeah.
And like the happy songs are brighter. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
life.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I mean?
So what?
I appreciate that question.
Of course, man. But what pulls you out of it?
Man, alcohol.
Alcohol can. What about anything else?
Nah.
So people don't.
Well. Sometimes, a lot of times, I have to separate. Like space has to pull me out of it, because you know how like cats will say that it's a cliche that they get on their drug problem after doing a show or whatever, and they connect with people, so many people, and like the energy transfer is crazy, that they're like, they actually do get into a bottle or like get a substance, start abusing substances.
Right.
That's a real thing, bro. Like,
yeah.
But I feel like for me, I kind of avoid the alcohol. I might dip in a little bit too much, but that was just from Germany, Cashley. But I think time alone lets me heal. I need to heal from it, so I do like no one comes over to my crib. Like there's only a handful. When I say a handful of people in Charleston that know where I live, and you be one of them.
Wow,
now,
I feel
there's
lucky.
only a handful of people that know, because when I come here to hide and recover, and recover from, because it's emotional. You know what I mean? And I need the space, and I don't need loud noises. You know what I mean? I don't need.
It's really quiet here. I like it.
Yeah. I don't need. Yeah, it's private. You know what I mean? So I need it. So I just try to make it as comfortable for me to just recover, but I would say that's the main way that I come down from it, is just the space alone. Yeah.
Do you play guitar and keyboard a lot around your house? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just the constant.
There's guitars in every room, and this board's always. I'm always at that board.
That's awesome, man. Doesn't leave the house or.
No, that one just stays up.
Okay.
There's a couple of boards that. And there's like micro Korg in there that I'll pull out sometimes. I write sounds. I create sounds on that thing from saw waves, orb waves, and sine waves, like from scratch.
Yeah, I used to have one of those. They're great.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Like I've researched that thing for a year on how to do it. So on one of my albums, Toys, like all the keyboards are like custom. You can't find them on anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But then you can't do them again.
No, they're saved in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
I cleared out. I erased a whole.
Oh, I see. So you
list of their preset stuff,
right.
and I created these
That's
new
cool.
ones. Yeah. If you steal my board, you could have those sounds, but
well, they won't know where you live, so they ain't gonna get. But I want to discuss some more original music. By the Bull.
Yes.
Who plays what? Can you describe the project, how it came to be? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. The band came because I was in the memorials with Thomas Pridgeon, who's the drummer for the Mars Volta's last several albums, the one that they won the Grammy on, and he and I were in this band, and it didn't go well, and I ended up leaving the band. But I had a collection of riffs that are really guitar riffs that I really liked, and I was like, man, I'm not just about to throw these away, bro. I need I'm doing something with these.
Yeah.
So my roommate at the time was a jazz drummer that I was playing. He does everything, but he and I were playing with Skip Pearson in Columbia at the Hunter Gatherer Jazz, and I knew he had a metal background and punk rock background too, but he was a really good jazz Latin player too. And I was like, bruh, like he's my roommate, and I was like, bruh, like let's start a band. And then like there's a guy that I was like bartending at this one place, and he was like a bartender, bouncer, sound guy, and he played bass around town a little bit, and I was like, bro, you're in the band too, you're cool. And he's like, what? And I was like, you don't have a say, bro, you in the band. And that's Matt Buck. Jonathan Palance plays drums, and Matt Buck plays bass. And I just brought them these riffs, and then we made these songs. And then the next thing you know, we're in that studio. I did a crowdfund, and the people, the Columbia community was very kind, and they funded the first album. And then
that's great, man.
It was super punk rock. That one I love one because we did it at the Jam Room in Columbia, and it was like super like lo-fi. Because the next two got really like glossy and like production. Right. But the first one I love because it's grimy.
I like that stuff too, man.
Yeah,
it takes you back to the old hardcore stuff I was doing when I was a kid. When you know whenever somebody in the crowd's cussing out the singer, you know what's going to come. Even, you know?
Yes.
And then he cusses them back, and you're like, hell yeah, man, that's rock and roll.
Yeah.
All right, so
and then our live shows were like crazy, just a trio. We were we were a problem. I'm jumping off Jonathan's bass drum. You know what I mean? The bass player and I are running across the stage. Cool. It was like high energy. There's some clips on YouTube you can see of the band playing live where we were going in, bro. Like, especially when I had my dreads, like we were going in, bro. Like, the live shows was the albums were tight, but everybody knew you got to go to the show.
Okay. So what's the song writing process been like for you? Do you start with a melody? You start with chords?
Oh yeah.
How do you?
I start with chord changes.
Chord changes, okay.
And then the chord changes.
You hear them in your head just walking around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hear a chord change, and then the chord change writes a riff for like whatever instrument. And then from there, I'll get a melody, and then like a lead melody for vocal, and then that vocal, like you start to hum like the phonetic kind of like, you know what I mean? You kind of hear how the melody's writing, what vowel hits what, and then that tends to write like when I want to, whatever I'm trying to say, what I want to say, because of the vowel placement helps me, or where I hear the vowel placement helps me like be like, oh, okay, like I want to write this song because I don't like this person and this girl anymore, or this girl doesn't like me anymore, and this is how I feel about it. But this AEIOU is landing in certain places, so this help me. Okay, this is going to be a "thes" on this syllable. Right. So you know what I mean. And I started to piece it together like a puzzle. That's
making it smooth too. Yeah. I mean, I think your lyrics don't have any of those moments where you're kind of like getting snagged on it. You know what I mean? You've definitely got it worked out and smooth, man. Yeah, for sure.
My lyrics are different too, because I like to I write in codes and pattern codes, because I like, and like every song has different meanings. It has multiple meanings in the song. Okay. Like there's a surface level, like you might think it's a love song, or you might think it's a song about how much you love God, or it could be from the perspective that this is how much God loves you, or it could be the perspective of like how much your cat is mad at you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I write it in levels to where it's like I don't want, and I can never tell you what my.
I was going to ask you. You don't want to get into.
I can't do that because then that will ruin the experience. I think, because I listen to it from all levels.
No, I like that, man.
Yeah, so I'm listening to it from all. I don't want the perspective to be aligned to one thing. Mm-hmm. If it's like multiple perspectives that you can get from this one song, I can never tell you what it is about. You know what I mean? Then it's I'm robbing the audience of their own personal.
Kind of like a painter.
Yeah, right, exactly. So your perspective is the right perspective. So I can't tell you that because it's going to cheat you.
Well, that's classic art, man. That's cool.
Right on. Yeah,
that's awesome. So let's hear a song. "We All Die." Want to tell us a little bit about that one?
That's one that I play. Song. I literally play all the instruments on. Okay. I'm actually playing drums on this. And all the keyboards, except for the piano, and but they're all the keyboard all the synth sounds are what I was talking about. They're like all custom made. Okay. And
So those of you who don't know that Nick plays other instruments and can sing, who are listening right now, if you haven't heard this yet, which most of you probably have, but if you haven't heard this yet, You're going to have
It's
your
trash.
asses blown off because it's no, dude, it ain't trash. It's so great. So let's take a little break and hear it. We All Die by Nick Brewer.
You've got my heart in your lips again. You've got to start to the end again. If you knew I would die, would you love or would you mind knowing that everything that I could love forever goes to take his course, and maybe I'll stay behind. So maybe you'll get out alive, and everything that you love will stay the course. I promise you, I swear an oath. All die, all die, all die, all die. Cheers to the end. And I will stay, and you will move, and you'll be brave, and they'll be fooled. Cheers to the You've got my heart in your mouth again. You've gotta start to the end again. In just a blink of an eye, you always knew a bad goodbye would enter your storybook. You ought to know to get you wet and have a go. If we lose all our minds, all our love stays behind. There's water for everything, so love can grow. And when you die, you'll crack the code. All die, all die, all die, all die. Cheers to the end. And I will stay, and you will move, and you'll be brave, and they'll be fooled. Cheers to the You've got my heart in your throat again. You've gotta start to the end again. And if we lose all our minds, all our love stays in time. There's water for everything, so love can grow. And when we die, we'll crack the code.
What inspires you as an artist, Nick? I don't really mean like a discography or anything that's like, the typical answer to that. But I mean, like, are you pulling from different sources? Are you other arts interesting to you? Or
Yeah. I'm pulled from a lot of stuff, man. Like I pull from the universe. If you believe in God, I feel like there's a higher power that I like lean on. I lean into actually that inspires me.
okay,
I think relationships with people inspire me to do stuff. Like there are gigs that I would not do, but because there's a certain person on that gig, I'm doing the gig because I want to be around that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that inspires me. People inspire me, I guess, to like, you know, when you're rocking a show, bro, like there's nothing like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go. It's like that'll get me out of bed to go like, that will like make me realign. Do I really need to stay out for another hour in this bar because I got a cool show tomorrow? You know what I mean? Tonight, I don't need to be out tonight, like late night, because I want to go to play the show more than I want.
That's cool.
I want to be around these people and play the show than be in this bar having this conversation. That's probably going a little too late. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That does. I don't know. Money does not. Sometimes a little bit of money inspires me. Whatever.
Honesty at last, man. I love it. I don't ever hear that. I never hear the money word come up much on the show.
Not money, more or less money. It's like I got a bill pay. I gotta pay.
Yeah,
like
man.
The electric bills, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let me go do this. Let me go put my ass out.
So how do you balance the you know, a lot of the musicians I talk to on the show, they have one of the hardest things they deal with every day is balancing the art that they got into this for versus paying the electric bill, which is
real life
the
stuff.
reality of it all.
Yeah.
How do you balance that? Do you just kind of is it organic, or do you have like a set kind of way you do it?
No. Well, nowadays, when I was younger, it was I got creative with ways to like figure out like how to push a bill down the road. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know.
All right, you know
Me
what I
too.
mean? Like kind of like figure out a way to like just like not game the system, but like at least like like buy myself
man.
some more time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
by. That's what it is.
And I've always been like, and being on a musician's like salary is hit or miss, bro. Sometimes there's like a good month, and sometimes there's like slow months in a year. I think for me, I've always been honest with my landlords over the years that I've had for like decades. I would always be like, all right, you know, I got this big gig coming up on Sunday or whatever, so I know it's going to be like 4 days past the grace period, but I got this is my gig that's gonna come, and every landlord that I ever had has been like, all right, that's cool. But I would always be honest with them. I'd be like, yo,
probably appreciate that. Really.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is that month that's happening right now. You know, it's waves, bro. Like sometimes I pay you ahead of time. Sometimes you gotta get it in the middle of the month, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Like, but I never ran from my problems or my responsibilities. I never ran from them. But like, I would have to just be like, yo, like I just have to figure out. I just need more time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. But as I get older, it's just now I could see the seasons when they're coming, so I prepare before that season come. Like this summer, like the end of this summer, beginning of fall, it's gonna be slow for me. My calendar is already looking like. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of light, but like for what I'm accustomed to. So where I'm at right now, I can carry those months until I get to October. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
Take
That's
some strategy.
like mature shit.
Yeah.
I mean, mature stuff to do. Like I'm like growing up now, bro.
So let's change gears yet again. I want to show a really different side of your music here, which is not really different. It's just interesting.
Oh, right on.
The Cola Jazz Volume 2 album, the song "A New Scar."
Yeah.
When I went and listened to a lot of your music, for some reason this one really stuck in my head a lot, man. It's very singable. It's got a really singable chorus and stuff.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about it.
It's a sad song. It's a song that is about a breakup, and it's about a real breakup. I won't say the girl's name, but like it was a real breakup in the way that this song, I don't know how it makes other people feel, but the way that I feel when I listen to it is very sad to me, and it reminds me of how deep I cared about that girl at the time, and that song wrote itself, bro. Like that was one that came out in like 20 minutes. Lyrics and melody and chords all came out like at once, You know what I mean? Like, it was just like I had a very an intense emotion for this. I was blindsided by this breakup. So, but
Did it help writing the song?
Yeah. And when I play it now, I can feel my honesty in how, like, I can see that I try my best, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. At the end of the day, we were trying. You know what I mean? And this is something that happened to us. It's not something that, like, I caused. Because I've been in some relationships where I'm like, Nick, bruh, do better, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, really? Like, you're a child. Stop being childish. But like, this one, like, was one that I was invested heavily in it, and it happened to me. So I appreciate the honesty that I was able to say. When I listen to it, I can hear myself being honest with myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? About the situation.
You're proud of that effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it still gives me the sadness. I still could connect with how sad I was at the time.
Okay. And that's you singing the bass on the track. I know.
Yes, there's no bass. I'm singing and I'm doing a Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney singing the bass line.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, that's got to be Nick singing that too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I play everything on this one too. Like, I play all the percussion, guitars, and piano, and I sing the bass. And
that's great. So we're gonna hear that one now. It's called A New Scar. And we're back again. I'm going to break right now into another song, if that's okay. This one's called Sleep Paralysis Attack.
Yeah.
Now, this one really brings me back to some hardcore music I listened to when I was young.
Yeah.
Specifically, Bad Brains, Jane's Addiction, Helmet a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked a little bit about this before.
Yeah.
Tell us about this one. Who's the girl in the beginning, for starters?
Oh, yeah, that's the coolest. This is one of the coolest stories. This is one of the coolest stories, yeah. All right. She's just a girl I met at a club. I was playing in this band. I'm not going to say the band. Oh, man. I'll put it. I was playing in the Reggie Sullivan band in Columbia, South Carolina. That's my boys. They know the story. They don't care. But his hometown is Austin. That's where his people from, or his family. And we were playing a show there. And they all went to go back to his mama's house. And I was like, bruh, I'm going out downtown. And I was like, just take me to the middle of Austin and drop me off. And I'll find my way back. And they did, and I went solo, and I just in the middle of Austin. I just ended up in some country bar that was like had a live country band playing, and I was like, man, this is cool. And it was packed, and it was like a Sunday night, and it was like packed, and like then like I went outside to smoke. This is when I was still smoking cigarettes, and there was a piano in the back. You know, Austin is like there's pianos everywhere in Austin, whatever. But like there's a piano back there, and I'm going to play the piano. And I started playing the piano, and then next thing you know, I had a group of girls around me. And then this one girl
intentionally.
Intentionally, right? I was just wanting to play the piano.
Bullshit.
I was just hanging out.
All right.
She was like, yo, like. Come, like she was like, I sing, like come over to my house and like let's play some music. I was like, okay, and it's just her and I, and then like one thing is one thing, and I was like, yo, hold on, I'm in the middle of doing this album. All I want you to do is tell me that you love me. This is a Hispanic girl, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, you got to see it in Spanish. And she. This is how much we were teasing each other. She was like, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm like, no, just tell him I'm for real trying to record you. I was recording on my phone. I was like, I'm for real trying to record you. And I was just like, say you love me because I'm going to put it on the beginning of the song. And she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. She said, I want you. Instead of I love you, she was like, she said, I want you. Yeah, and that's why it starts like that. But it's really like, that's how the night started. That's how that story is.
It's about 3/4 of the way through the song. The heavy riff kind of starts contrasting with like a soft, kind of almost like a little lullaby part. It kind of goes back and forth between the heavy riff and then maybe it's some bells or something. I hear a lot of contrasting elements like that in your music. What do you? Where is that something you're trying for? Or?
Yeah. I was trying to make it pretty. My favorite music is like taking a beautiful thing and trying to destroy it, like punching that baby. That's like that's a real feeling, like with art for me. Like I want to take a beautiful thing and tear it down. I've had songs where like I tried to write the prettiest chord progression and then just put the nastiest, like gnarliest guitar tone too loud in the mix over it. You know what I mean?
And what is the artistic statement there?
I'm just destroying something, but I think like it's like like I created something and I'm destroying it at the same time. And I think art is the best art. I'm doing that at the same time, but I think the best art comes from creation or destruction. Like tearing something down is just as beautiful as creating a beautiful world or like a beautiful painting. Or it's the same as burning something all the way down. You know what I mean? Like it comes from the same angst, the same universes, the same thing. So like for art, for me, is all about creation and destruction. Sometimes I get to do it in the same song, and that's what this is. This was on that part.
Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Sleep Paralysis Attack. If you were driving around or at the gym right now, you are definitely going to appreciate this one.
Can you tell me that you love me?
Not me. Oh, shut up.
No, I have to record you.
No.
That's how you're gonna get on a record, is recording. But you have to say it in Spanish.
I recorded in a studio.
No, you have to.
I'll say it to you.
Yeah, you're not gonna come to South Carolina.
Te quiero.
Okay, and we're back for some final thoughts, conclusions, forward thinking. In your opinion, what is one thing that every musician in this town could better appreciate?
Oh, how much there is. Oh, I don't know, man. Because I think that we all. I was going to say like how many monsters there are in this town, but I think we all do appreciate that. And I think, or you could say like how much work there is around. But I think we all appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think we could not take it for granted.
Right.
That would probably be what I would say to that. Like that, don't take it for granted, because don't sleep. Because when you start taking it for granted, it starts taking you for granted. You know what I mean? So like. I don't, and I try to give flowers to everyone that I know. Like I give flowers to sound guys. I always give them their flowers, and especially the ones that care. I'm like, yo, thank you so much. And if I'm playing with someone that is just on that night, I'm like, bro, like I'm super happy to have played that hit with you tonight. You know what I mean? I gotta tell. So I give my flowers out on a daily basis. You mean like. Slightly Mighty is a dope podcast. Thank you for having me. Man. This is tight, bro. You're really good at this.
Thank you.
Real talk.
So any suggestions about how we can make this scene a little better?
That's just general stuff, like anywhere, any scene. I think I would say these things, like don't be late and come prepared. I don't like when musicians are late and are, you know what I mean? And I don't like when the material's sent out and they don't learn it.
Yeah.
And they just wing it. I'm like, okay, everybody knows you're good.
Pet peeve for me too, man. You just
do the
thing. Stuff. Show up.
Sit for an hour at the crib.
Yeah.
And work it out and on your own. And then come to the rehearsal. Don't like rehearse at the rehearsal. Yeah. I mean, don't learn at the rehearsal. The rehearsal is just it's a dress rehearsal. You know what I mean? Don't learn the song then. Don't learn, and damn sure don't come to the gig and learn the song. You know what I mean? If the set list is sent out, I do my own work. I come prepared.
Same, yeah. I
don't like when musicians don't come prepared and they come late. And it's I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, the late part starts adding anxiety to everybody's deal, and you can't play like that, man.
That will make the scene better.
Yeah, no doubt. So what's the future of Nick Brewer going to be like? Got a new album coming out?
I
What's
got a
up
new
with
album I'm finishing in June, or the end of July, with the great Les Hall, who's played with Trey Anastasio and Crossfade, and he's producing it, and it's just him and I on this album. That's it. Some drums he plays. He programs some drums. I play everything else. I think he plays guitar on a couple moments or whatever. Out of like 50 guitars, he plays guitar a couple times. But I'm playing. It's a whole another sonic adventure. I'm taking everybody on. Hopefully, taking everybody on.
Okay, are you? Is this by the Bull or
this is by the Bull?
Okay,
yeah, right, cool. But it's not with Plants and and Buck. I love those guys, but they're doing. Buck is doing. He's doing sound all over the country for different bands and stuff, and Palance is he has his own videography company out of Colombia. I can't remember the name of it. Dang it, I'm sorry, Jonathan. But he like films weddings and stuff on the corporate stuff. But he's really good at it.
Cool. Makes some money too.
Yeah, and they got families and stuff, and I'm still a delinquent.
Forever,
bro.
Okay.
Like I can't turn it off.
Anything else you got to say before we close it down?
I love you. I appreciate you, Hop. Thank you so much, man.
Of course.
And anybody that listened, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for sitting down with us again and doing this thing again. One last thing is Jeremy the Plant around here?
Yeah.
Can I meet him after this?
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta meet Jeremy, you gotta meet Pedro, you gotta meet Raz, you gotta meet Jazz, you gotta meet Sarah, you gotta meet Sugar, you gotta meet
oh my God.
Sugar, Candy, and you gotta meet Richard number 2.
All right. Richard number 2. I got a Henrietta number 3. I totally get this. All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.